the ultimate guide to yoga teaching training, prerequisite, certification, paths, cost, and career opportunities. Prerequisite before attending a yoga teacher training. When considering enrolling in a yoga teacher training, it's important to be aware of certain prerequisites that most programs require. Typically, those programs expect you to have 1 and 2 years of consistent yoga practice. But why is this experience necessary? Well, first of all, understanding physical demands. Yoga teacher training is not just about learning how to teach, it's about deepening your practice. Most yoga teacher training programs involves rigorous daily schedules, including 3 to 4 hours of yoga practice for 30 consecutive days. This level of intensity can be physically demanding, even for experienced practitioners. By having prior experience, you ensure that your body is already accustomed to the physical demands of the practice. Second, build mental resilience. The physical intensity of yoga teacher training naturally leads to mental challenges. As your body reaches its limit, your mind will be tested. Previous yoga experience helps build the mental resilience needed to handle the stress of your training. You will need to push through discomforts, fatigue, and sometimes even self-doubt. Third, grasping fundamental concept. Prior experience ensures that you are familiar with the basic postures, alignment, and breath work, which are crucial for understanding the more advanced teachings of yoga teacher training. Without this foundation, you might find it difficult to keep up with the pace of the training, as the instructors will likely assume you already have a grasp on those fundamentals. What are the different yoga certifications? When you are new to yoga, and considering becoming a certified yoga teacher, navigating the different certification levels can be a bit overwhelming. Here is my breakdown of the most common yoga certifications. 200-hour yoga teacher training. The overview. This is your foundational certification and the first step for anyone looking to become a yoga teacher. It covers the basics of yoga philosophy, anatomy, teaching methodology, and your practice. The duration. Typically, this training takes about 4 weeks if done intensively, or several months up to a year if spread out over weekends. 300-hour yoga teacher training. Overview. This 300 hours yoga teacher training is an advanced certification that builds on the knowledge and experience gained in a 200 hours yoga teacher training. This program delves deeper into specialized areas of yoga, such as advanced postures, philosophy, anatomy, and therapeutic applications. Prerequisite. You must have completed a 200 hours yoga teacher training to enroll in a 300-hour yoga teacher training. Then we have 500 hours yoga teacher training. Overview. The 500-hour yoga teacher training certification can be achieved by combining a 200-hour yoga teacher training with the 300-hour yoga teacher training, or by completing a standalone 500-hour program, which sometimes can be cheaper. Purpose. The 500 hours yoga teacher training prepares you to be a highly skilled and knowledgeable yoga teacher capable of teaching a wide range of students and styles. It also positions you as a senior teacher, often qualifying you to lead your teacher training programs. And then we have the 800 hours yoga teacher training. Overview. The 800 hours yoga teacher training is a more specialized and advanced certification. It's typically pursued by those who want to become master yoga teacher or delve into specific areas of yoga, such as yoga therapy, advanced anatomy, or intense studies in yoga philosophy and spirituality. The purpose of this certification is for those who are deeply committed to the practice and teaching of yoga at the highest level. It often involves a focus on yoga therapy and might include additional modules in areas such as Ayurveda, advanced teaching methodologies, and in-depth philosophy. Each of those certifications serve a specific purpose in a yoga teacher's journey. Starting with the 200-hour yoga teacher training, establish your foundation while advancing through the 300-hour yoga teacher training, 500-hour yoga teacher training, or 800-hour yoga yoga teacher training. Can you switch yoga styles after finishing a 200-hour yoga teacher training program? If you had your first 200-hour yoga teacher training in Vinyasa, would you be able to continue your studies in another style? I want to start with my personal experience to share a bit about my own journey and to help you out in your journey. My first training was in Hatha Yoga, the 200-hour yoga teacher training, which provide a strong foundation in yoga fundamentals. My second training was a blend of Ashtanga Vinyasa, which challenged me to master a dynamic practice. My third training was a Purna 800-hour yoga teacher training, which is an interactive program that combines Hatha and Iyengar with additional modules in Yin and restorative yoga. Through those experiences, I've learned that starting from a foundational style like Vinyasa or Hatha is an excellent way to ground yourself in the basics of the yoga philosophy, anatomy, teaching methodology, and practice. So the answer is yes, you can switch from style to style. However, there are specific styles that you cannot switch in between. We're going to talk later on in this video. Stay with me. How to choose the right certification path. When selecting your training path, is essential to consider your interest on a long-term goals. Here's how I would recommend structuring your yoga education. First, 200 hours build a strong foundation, either Vinyasa or Hatha. Vinyasa, a dynamic flow-based style that connects movement and breath. Ideally, if you enjoy a more fluid and creative practice. Hatha Yoga is slower, more deliberate style focusing on alignment and holding postures. Perfect for those who appreciate a meditative and mindful approach. Both of those styles provide a solid foundation that will serve you well as you explore other forms of yoga. Second, 300-hour yoga teacher training, explore and expand. Purna Yoga, a holistic approach combining Hatha, Iyengar and philosophy, offering a well-rounded deepening of your practice. Jivamukti Yoga, a physically challenging and spiritually focused style, great for those who want to delve into the more philosophical and ethical aspect of yoga. Budokan Yoga, a fusion of yoga, martial art, and meditation, perfect if you are looking for something unconventional and dynamic. Bikram Yoga, known for his specific sequence of 26 posture practice in a heated room, but consider it for a more targeted study rather than your foundational training. I recommend leaving very specific style like Jivamukti, Bikram or Power Yoga for later in your training journey. Those styles could either be taken as specialized 100 hours courses or incorporated into a 300-hour yoga teacher training, but they might not be the best starting point for your 200-hour yoga teacher training. Advanced training, 300 or 500-hour yoga teacher training. Iyengar Yoga focus on precision, alignment, and the use of props. Anusara Yoga combines alignment principle with a heart-centered philosophy. Shivananda Yoga, a traditional style that emphasizes classical yoga techniques, meditation, and philosophy. Yoga therapy. If you are interested in therapeutic applications of yoga, this is a perfect style for you. Vini Yoga, a personalized and adaptive style that focuses on breath and movement. Ashtanga Yoga, a rigorous and structured practice. If you wish to specialize in Ashtanga, it's advisable to complete both your 200-hour yoga teacher training and 300-hour yoga teacher training in this style, as it requires a deep commitment to master the sequences. Exploring unique path in levels. If you're looking to step outside the traditional yoga path, you might consider Kundalini Yoga. This style focuses on awakening spiritual energy through dynamic movement, breath work and meditation. It follows a different progression with 3 different levels, so you will need to commit to its unique structure. Hormone Yoga specializes in balancing hormones through specific practices, also divided in levels. 50 hours or 100 hours certification for additional skill that complement your main yoga practice. Consider 50-hour or 100-hour courses in aerial yoga, acro yoga, yin yoga, restorative yoga, prenatal, postnatal yoga, power yoga, chair yoga, kids yoga, advanced anatomy and physiology. Those shortened courses are excellent for adding versatility to your teaching portfolio without the commitment of another full 200-hour yoga teacher training or 300-hour yoga teacher training. Curious about different yoga styles? If you're interested, I'd love to dive deeper into various styles of yoga and what to expect from each of them. Whether it's Vinyasa, Hatha, Iyengar, Ashtanga, or something else entirely, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to explore those topics further. How long does it take to get a yoga certification? The 200-hour yoga teacher training could be full-time intensive, often completed in 4 weeks, or part-time spread over 3 to 6 months, typically with weekends or evening classes. Or you can have hybrids, 1 week or 2 weeks in person and the rest online. 300-hour yoga teacher training, you can have a full-time intensive, often completed in 5 weeks, and then you have part-time spread over 3 to 6 months, typically with weekends or even in classes. Then you have hybrids, 1 week or 2 weeks in person and the rest online. 500-hour yoga teacher training, full-time intensive, often completed in 9 weeks, and part-time spread over 6 to 12 months, typically with weekends or even in classes. Hybrid, 1 or 2 weeks in person and the rest online. How much does a yoga certification cost? The cost of yoga certification varies widely based on several factors. For example, the location. Prices might vary depending on whether the training is held in major cities or more remote areas. The format. Intensive residential programs might be more expensive due to included accommodations and meals. Reputation. Well-known or prestigious schools or teacher might charge higher fees. Program structure. If they provide a lot of extra modules like public speaking, mentorship, business, marketing, and any extra curriculum to help you thrive in your yoga teaching journey, it might cost a little bit more. Combined or standalone. Combined 200 hours and 300 hours program might be less expensive compared to taking them separately. However, when reviewing prices, check if they include all necessary materials such as books, manuals, or other resources. Also, confirm if accommodations and meals are part of the total price. Additionally, remember to factor in the cost of your flight when considering the overall expense. Here's a general overview of the costs associated with different types of yoga certification. First, the 200-hour yoga teacher training typically ranges from $2,000 to $5,000, and I'm talking about American dollars. 300-hour yoga teacher training generally ranges from $2,500 to $6,000 US dollars. 500-hour yoga teacher training usually ranges from $4,000 to $8,000 USD. Specialized or advanced trainings like 50 hours or 100 hours courses typically range from $800 to $2,500 USD. How do I choose the right yoga teacher training program? Often, when searching for a yoga teacher training program, you might focus on the program details without knowing much about the teachers. From my experience, I've found that the teachers themselves can make a significant difference. It's important to get to know them beforehand, as their teaching styles, personality, and approach can greatly impact your training experience. Understanding who they are and how they teach will help you make a more informed decision and ensure that their program aligns with your needs and expectations. Begin with researching yoga teacher whose content you admire and engage with online, whether through YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, or other platforms. Look for a teacher whose values, voice, ethics, and beliefs resonate with you. Consider how their approach aligns with your personal philosophy and goals. Pay attention to the quality and depth of their content and evaluate whether their teaching styles and principles inspire and motivate you. This alignment will be crucial in ensuring that you feel connected to the training program and can fully benefit from the experience. What should I look for in a yoga teacher training program? Choosing the right yoga teacher training program is crucial for your growth as a teacher and your overall experience. First, accreditation and recognition. Check for accreditation. Ensure the program is accredited by a reputable organization like Yoga Alliance or other recognized bodies. Reputation. Research the program's reputation within the yoga community and read reviews from past students. Second, curriculum and hours. Curriculum. Look for a program that covers essential topics such as yoga philosophy, anatomy, teaching methodology, and practice. Hours. Consider the number of training hours offered by the program. If it provides fewer hours than required, it might not meet the Yoga Alliance's guidelines. Ensuring that the program adheres to those standards is crucial for receiving a comprehensive and accredited education. Third, teacher's experience. Research the qualification and experience of the instructors. They should have extensive teaching experience and a strong background in yoga. 4. Training format and schedule program. Duration. Decide if you prefer an intensive format, 3 to 4 weeks, or a part-time program spread over several months. Flexibility. Consider if the program fits your schedule and lifestyle, especially if you have other commitments. Location. Choose a program in location that suits you, whether it's a local studio, a retreat center, or an online format. Cost. Compare the cost of program with what's included. Example, materials, accommodation, workshop, blah, blah, blah. Class size and students. Support class size. Smaller class size often provide more personalized attention and feedback. Support and mentorship. Look for programs that offer ongoing support, mentorship, or opportunities for feedback. 8. Post-graduation opportunities. Continue education. Check if the program offers opportunity for continued learning or advanced certifications. Career support. Some programs provide job placement assistance or networking opportunities within the yoga community. 9. Alignment with your goals. Ensure the program aligns with your personal and professional goals, whether it's becoming a yoga teacher, public speaker, or specialize in a particular area like how to start your business online. Which yoga certification is the most recognized worldwide? Yoga Alliance is a non-profit organization that sets standard for yoga teacher training programs and provide a globally recognized registry for yoga teachers. Being registered with Yoga Alliance ensure that your training meets certain standards in terms of content, hours, and quality. Schools that are Yoga Alliance registered must adhere to those guidelines, which give employers and students confidence in the training they have received. Do yoga certifications expired? Your certifications don't technically expire. However, staying active and engaged in your professional development can help you ensure you remain recognized and credible in the field. Are yoga online certification legitimate? Online yoga certifications can be just as legitimate as in-person ones. Here's what you should look for to ensure their validity. Accreditation. Check if the certification program is accredited by recognized Yoga Alliance or governing bodies. These ensure that the program adheres to industry standards and provides a quality education. Curriculum. The online program should offer a comprehensive curriculum that matches the depth and breadth of in-person training. This includes hours of instruction, practical teaching experience, and detailed content on yoga philosophy, anatomy, and teaching methodology. Qualified instructors. Ensure that the instructors leading the courses are experienced and certified professional. Their expertise and teaching background are crucial for the valuable learning experience. Interactive components. A good online certification should include interactive elements such as live sessions, workshop, and personal feedback to mimic the in-person experience as closely as possible. Student support. Look for programs that offer support through mentorship, community forums, or one-on-one coaching. This support helps bridge the gap between online learning and hands-on practice. Online versus in-person training programs. Pros, flexibility. These allow you to balance the training with your commitment. This flexibility can be ideal for those with busy schedule. Accessibility. Online program can be accessed from anywhere in the world, making them a great option if you don't have access to local training facilities or instructors. Self-paced learning. Many online programs allow you to progress at your own pace, enabling you to revisit materials and practice as needed. Cost effectiveness. Online programs can be more affordable than in-person training as they often have lower overhead cost. Variety. You can choose from a wide range of programs and instructor, allowing you to find a course that aligns with your specific interests and goals. The cons. Limited hands-on practice. Online training might lack the immediate physical adjustment and feedback that in-person classes provide, potentially impacting the quality of your practice learning. Motivation and discipline. Without the structure of a scheduled class, some learners might struggle with self-discipline and motivation to complete the course. Technical issue. Access to online program requires reliable internet and technology, which can be a barrier for some. In-person yoga training program. The pros. Direct feedback. In-person classes provide immediate physical adjustment and personalized feedback from instructors. Structure schedule. The set schedule of in-person training helps maintain or establish a new routine with yoga. Hands-on practice. The physical presence allows for practical hands-on learning, which can be crucial for mastering complex techniques and poses. Cons. Less flexibility. Fixed schedule and location might be challenging to accommodate if you have a busy or irregular lifestyle. Higher cost. In-person training programs can be more expensive due to venues, rental, instructor fees, or other overhead costs. Travel requirements. You might need to commute or relocate to attend the training, which can be time-consuming and costly. Limited availability. Depending on your location, there might be fewer options for in-person training, limiting your choices. Physical demanding. Most yoga teacher training programs involve rigorous daily schedule that includes 3 to 4 hours of yoga practice each day for 30 consecutive days. This level of intensity can be physically demanding, even for experienced practitioners. What are the career opportunities after getting a yoga certification? You can host retreats, workshops, and events. You can offer private or group yoga classes online via platforms like Zoom or Skype. You can conduct private yoga classes offline by either partnership with local studios or renting your own space. Lead group classes online through established platform or by creating your channel. Teach group classes offline at local studios or by renting your venues. Offer donation-based classes on social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Create online DIY programs or digital products on platforms like Udemy or Patreon. Develop online membership program. Publish a book in digital or print format. Engage in affiliations. Share content on social media. But let's talk about all of those different income streams as a yoga teacher in the next video. Will you be keen? Subscribe so you will be notified next Sunday at 4 p.m. This week I'll be hosting the 10 Spheres of Public Speaking into Fuel live classes series. We gather here from Monday to Saturday every day at 3 p.m. for a quick and impactful 15 minutes class designed to boost your confidence and skill as both a yoga teacher and public speaker. The live classes are on YouTube and Instagram. If you are follow me on those platforms, feel free to join the sessions and ask me questions live. What we will be covering this week: Monday, tackling lack of confidence and solution for that. Tuesday, overcoming imposter syndrome. Wednesday, managing overwhelmment during preparations. Thursday, balancing information and engagement. Friday, conquering stage fright. Saturday, overcoming fear of failure. The week's journey will culminate in a masterclass on Sunday, where we will tie together everything we learn, helping you break through the barriers that have been holding you back in your teaching career. Exclusive offer of this week. Every day, one lucky participant will win 24-hour access to the module from Elevated Yoga Teaching with Public Speaking course. If you haven't watched my previous video in which I discussed the fear of unexpected situation and how to adapt in yoga context, you can find it up here. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being a part of our yoga teacherpreneurship community. Leave your questions, comments, and positive vibe on the comment section. We are here to support you every step of the way. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Stay dramatically different. Ciao for now. When considering enrolling in a yoga teacher training, it's important they probably imitate me right now.